Hey, how you doing? Okay, so just woke up. No, I didn't. I just got home from town. We had a great night, so much fun, but
Stop. How?
I need to take this makeup off, and so I figured this would be the perfect chance to do a de-drag as well as my morning skincare since it is the morning. And yeah, I think it'll be fun. So I'm gonna go grab a nice coffee. We're gonna take off this wig, we're gonna take off this makeup, we're gonna take off this outfit, if you can call it an outfit. I will be right back.
Your makeup is terrible.
Also, look at these big bitches. Hello? This is the size of my head. Like, this is what I was wearing tonight. I actually had these since I was 15. So I'm surprised they have lasted this long, but I don't know how much longer my feet are gonna last. Okay, so one of the first things that we are going to do, keep these in my bag pretty much at all times, the Neutrogena makeup wipes. They are amazing. Actually, they're recommended by a lot of makeup artists and fellow drag queens because they do actually like clean the skin. They're not really like scented, so they're good for sensitive skin as well. But this is really great to just, you know, get in and take off the initial bulk of the makeup. Like you can see, that's immediately taken off the eye, and I'm not wearing lashes, but yeah, you can see instantly that's just wiped away all that eye makeup surprisingly well. Period. And the next thing I'm going to do, get off the wig, which I've been looking forward to all night because it's been such a hot night. And so I'm ready to get this girl out my head. Look at this shit. Like,
But it feels kind of weird.
it's a whole ordeal. It's a whole ordeal.
Mommy, a girl behind you.
Not the helmet here. Real quick. I think my neck's green. We're about to find out. Anyway, bra, off she goes. Am I gonna get demonetized for this? I'm shy.
Take 1,000 naked pictures of yourself now.
Okay, duels. Next on the agenda, we are going to do a double cleanse. If I'm waking up in the morning.
Getting up in the morning.
I'm waking up and I haven't been wearing any makeup, which you know is like most nights of the week. Typically, splash my face with water and that's it. Hair is looking crazy right now. Let's just ignore that. So, as I said, we are going to do a double cleanse, and what I mean by that is we are starting this guy right here, the Cerave Hydrating Foaming Oil Cleanser. Love this one. Pick up dirt, makeup, anything that's on the skin. It's very gentle, and then you just add water, and it will turn into a milk. So it emulsifies and then it just strips right off. I use that mainly to take makeup off, to actually clean the skin, because what we forget is, you know, you've taken your makeup off, but you might not have necessarily cleaned your pores. That is when I then like to go in with this guy, the Cetaphil Gentle Skin Cleanser. I don't have sensitive skin per se, but I also don't think it's good for anybody to strip their skin too much with cleansers, because that can lead to dryness, irritation, you know, just all kinds of issues. And so that's why I like to do this method. So I just take like just a pump or two in my hand and all over face. You could do this with, I've done it with olive oil before. Might be a bit trickier rinsing off because it won't have that emulsifier in it. Emulsifier is just an ingredient that helps bind water with oil, making it easier to then rinse off, of course. But you could totally use olive oil for this. Coconut oil, any kind of oil will work, but those would be the two that I recommend. I think this one is actually based with rapeseed oil. Double check that. No idea what any of this is. The sink right here. You'll notice after adding water, it'll rinse right off. I've just jumped in the shower to rinse that off. I figured I probably needed one anyway after dancing around at the Peel all night, if you know, you know. Next we're gonna do this guy, as I said before, and be gentle. I'm working it in. I like to do a bit of a gua sha motion when I rub any product into my face because draining your lymph nodes, good for circulation, and it also just feels nice, like a bit of a massage for your face because you deserve it, especially if you're about to be as hungover as I am. Can you guys hear the birds outside? They're tweeting. Alright, next thing we're gonna do, toner. I like to use a bunch of different toners. I have a lot of favorites. What I go in with straight after cleansing is this one, especially if I've shaved, which I did tonight because I did makeup obviously. This is the Thursday Plantation, which I think is only here in Aussie, but it's a tea tree and witch hazel toner. Now, do I think tea tree and witch hazel are good for the skin? Yes, but they need to be properly diluted because they are very potent ingredients. They can be quite drying, but they are also great for antibacterial properties, which is awesome if you've shaved, purifying the pores, which is going to help with any kind of redness or ingrown hairs that you may then encounter. The next thing I like to go in with is this guy here, and any toner that comes in a spray bottle, love, especially because when I'm traveling, then I don't have to bring the cotton circles or cotton pads, whatever you call them. You can just spray it on. It's also really nice on these hot days that we've been having to just have in your bag for a quick, completely missed that, just so just spray all over the skin. And this is the Goodness Be Cool Mist Toner. Love this brand. They've got lots of really cool products. Skin friendly, vegan, no nasty chemicals and that kind of thing. So keep an eye out for that one. I got that one at TK Maxx, so I know that they have it there, but it's a bit hard to find otherwise. Before we go in with the rest of my skincare, I like to use this, and this is from The Ordinary, another one of my favorite brands. Kind of like a primer for your serums, which is really interesting, really cool. It helps to boost the effect of hyaluronic acid and niacinamide, which are two things that we're going to be using. Helps the skin get ready to then absorb those, which of course is going to just boost all the effects that they have. So the next thing we're doing is the hyaluronic acid serum from The Ordinary. And again, gentle motions. And just rubbing that into the skin, making sure that we cover everything. And don't forget to bring it down the neck. This is still your face, you know? And it's important. So don't forget to bring it down the neck. It's going to take a little bit more actually, just along the collarbone there, just to help with circulation and things like that. Next, the niacinamide and zinc from The Ordinary. Niacinamide is a smoothing ingredient, and it's also good for oil control, blemishes, and so I like to use it focusing on just this area because this is where I tend to get breakouts if I do get them, but then of course just bringing it into the forehead, so along the T-zone for that oil control. And zinc is very good for the skin barrier. It's also sun protective, so yes, good little product, this one. After that, we're gonna go in with the vitamin C. Now, because it's morning time, I don't use any retinoids or, retinol. Should only be using that at nighttime. I like to do vitamin C for the AM. And what this is gonna give us is a nice brightening effect. Vitamin C is great for brightening, even tone, and just helping the skin look and feel a bit more alive. Face tan water. This is sort of an optional step. I like to just use it when I'm feeling a bit dull, or if I've got someone special and I'm gonna say.
How you doing?
But it gives you a nice bronze, and it really just feels like a serum, so you can rub it right in before any of your moisturizers, and I use it on the whole body, so you can use it everywhere, but because it is a tanning product, just remember to wash the hands afterwards. Quick toast break, let's do some ASMR. So we're almost done. Last thing on the list is our moisturizers, and so I start with this one here. I got this again at TK Maxx. Get into TK Maxx. I'm putting everybody onto this. Good, like, cheap skincare finds, especially for like Korean skincare, which, if you don't know, they know what they're doing over there. Okay.
Yeah, get into it.
So, just an eye cream, dab around the eye. And you want to use your ring finger pressure. It's just more gentle for when applying any product around the eye, and by tapping you're going to just increase the circulation and everything. The product I like to use at this stage, and this is quite a new addition to my routine, is this Dr. Jart Cetaphil or Cetaphil, don't know exactly how to pronounce it, but it's soothing barrier repair cream, and it's this green color, so I feel like it probably has an anti-redness effect as well, or at least that would be my assumption. And I just tend to use it on my neck and where my beard grows in, because of course I do get a bit red around those areas, and so it just helps with that. I do feel the soothing effect quite instantly, to be honest. My favorite moisturizer, run, don't walk. This is great. Super hydrating and quite affordable as well. Cetaphil Daily Hydrating Lotion. I just take like 2 pumps of that on the hand, pat around the face, and then we take her all over down the neck as well. Don't forget down the neck, please don't forget down the neck. I will find you. I think the skin's looking pretty gorgeous. Very nice, very beautiful, pretty girl.
Oh, you look just like Mariah Carey.
And so the last thing that we're gonna do is sunscreen. And I use, again, it's a Cetaphil one, Daily Intense Cream SPF and 50. This one is a moisturizer built in, so sometimes I will use a thicker moisturizer than this one. This one's really hydrating, don't get me wrong, but it is quite serum-like in its consistency, and so especially during winter, or if it's like, just one of those days, then I like to use a thicker moisturizer before going in with the sunscreen, but this generally does the trick. And you guys, we can't be forgetting sunscreen, because especially in Australia, 1 in 2 people will encounter melanoma in their lifetime, and I'm not joking, like, I'm just saying, like, please protect your skin. You only get one, and sun damage, it's no joke. Please wear your sunscreen. Thank you. And that is pretty much it. The last thing I usually do, I just like to use this hydrating moisturizer, and I'll just do that on the neck and on the chest, on the arms, like I said, just everywhere. I also just use like a Nivea Sun for the neck. You look at this bottle, I'm hardly going to be using this on everything. Still need to be wearing sunscreen also on the neck, and then I just take the rest and rub it on my arms. I'm probably not going to be leaving the house today, to be honest. Just want to be sure that we're covering our bases. And that brings us to the end. The only other thing I like to do is add some of this on here. Now, this one is from Aldi. It is a good dupe of the Glow Recipe watermelon drops, the watermelon dew drops I think they're called, which again have niacinamide, so really great skin smoothing and calming ingredient. It smells good. It just gives the skin a nice luminosity. It's called like the highlighting serum, and so it's really cute under makeup. Glow Recipe did come out with a tinted version of this, which I do have. We'll get into that in a different video, but yeah, that's pretty much my last step. Yeah, we're done. It's cool. So thank you guys. I hope you found this fun, helpful, hope you learned something, and thanks for coming along with me on our first of many videos, hopefully. Y'all have a good weekend. I am going to probably go straight to bed now, or we'll see. Yeah. Anyway, have a good weekend, and I'll talk to you guys next time. It's 6 a.m. Actually, it's closer to 7 a.m. Outside the Peel. Just got my Uber.